You're welcome to another edition of Tubi's World. Today, we'll be talking about dating a married man. Every day, you stumble upon some or the other piece of news about an alleged extramarital affair with a single woman. You might be left wondering why women date married men when there are so many single men out there. In this edition, we'll get to know all this. We first have to understand what dating means. Dating means going out on dates. You're actively getting out there and meeting people and spending time with them. When we talk about dating someone, it has to do with dating somebody specific with purpose and on a regular basis. You're actually meeting this person in hopes of finding a committed relationship. Yeah. Just because something is common doesn't make it right. Dating a married man tastes devilishly good. I really love that word you used there. Devilishly good. But it's simply bad. What is it about a married man or the so-called committed man that attracts women? Is it the thrill of being the other woman, just a common rag, or just the promise of love? That's really crazy and it's really amazing. Dating a married man may seem adventurous and harmless. However, in the long run, it only leads to heartaches, repentance. Ultimately, it's either a failed marriage or a failed relationship. The betrayal of the marital vow is never taken lightly by the wife. In fact, if I were the wife, I would so pound that lady, for coming close to my man. It doesn't make sense. No one will encourage it. Her family members will never be happy with you. Even your friends will be ashamed of you. Obviously. Even though both parties are equally responsible for the affair, women, you know it. You are always at the receiving end. The onus always comes on the woman for trying to break a family and ruining relationships. Some people say married men are very attractive, they are more experienced. Can you imagine? Generally sorted, cash, financially stable, they are better than the single men around them. Hey, you need to pause and think before you head into an affair with a married man. Did you hear that word pause? I want you to take note of the word pause. Pause and think. Because you may be having fun, you are happy with the fun this relationship gives you now. But you will most certainly want more later. And the man will most probably not be able to give it to you. Probably the man is spending some cool cash on you, giving you an apartment. It's possible you are doing this because your family is in their need of it. But do you think the right thing to do is to take another woman's husband, carrying someone's husband? Oh my God. Packaging him for yourself is not fair. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Come on, he's a married man. He has his wife, his children and other commitments. Should you complicate your life by becoming involved with one? If you can give yourself a sincere answer to this, I think we'll be heading on the right path. We will. And we really need to know what relationship is all about. A relationship exists because of mutual trust and commitment. In extramarital affairs, you can't expect to get all this. Most ladies know this by instinct, but not surprisingly, many fall for it. Most people intentionally, there's something about intention and they go for it. It looks like they deliberately want to fall into this. No, seriously. And it doesn't make sense. Alright, if you're dating a committed man right now and you really want to get out of the situation, here are some tips. One of the complications of dating a married man is that he will never be available for you. As a man who has a wife and a family, he will spend most of his free times with them. He will be an hour squeezed here or a text message there. You will never be his priority. This can really on holidays and vacations, he will completely disappear from your life. For what if she reads them? Ask yourself, do you really want to be an afterthought in someone's mind space? Don't limit yourself to him, as there may be plenty of opportunities to meet an eligible man who can love you truly and morally. Don't forget the reality that he's married. At the end of the day, he goes back home to be with his lovely wife while you're left feeling lonely. Ask yourself, do you really want to be an afterthought in someone's mind space? You should answer this question sincerely. When you date a married man, he will never seriously commit to the relationship. Think about your family, think about your loved ones, and realize that they deserve your time and love much more than him. When you date a married man, he will never seriously commit to the relationship. Yeah. Rarely does an affair with a married man lead to him giving up his wife and family just to be with the other woman. Who does that? Yes, he may make promises to you. You know, they will always make promises to you that they will tell their wife and move out. But you know what? He will keep pushing the dates. And when you view his behavior dispassionately, you will be able to see through the lies. Yeah. Besides, if he has broken the trust of the mother of his children, what is the guarantee he will not do the same thing to you? What is the guarantee? Think about these weeks of dating a married man before you get stuck in it. Share your problem with someone you can trust. But remember, no one can help you unless you want to help yourself. Yeah. Don't always believe what he tells you, for he may be just taking advantage of your weakness. Focus on your career and try to keep yourself busy with activities that interest you. Don't lose faith in yourself. Don't. As the old adage goes, it's better late than never to make a new beginning. Yeah. Don't be responsible for ruining his marriage. You wouldn't like your husband to be dating another woman either. Think about these weeks of dating a married man before you get stuck in it. Ladies, you certainly deserve more than being the other woman, don't you? How will you introduce him to your mother or father? I'm really wondering. To your younger sister or brother? I mean, what will you say to them? Even if you succeed in convincing your parents for him, do you think he will be comfortable meeting them? Probably not. You know, this relationship will be doomed to be between the four walls of a hotel room or just your apartment. Consider all this when you are tempted to have an affair with a married man. You know, when you have an affair with a married man, hiding your relationship will become exhausting. The idea of keeping the relationship a secret a few days or months is still manageable, you know. Meeting at your apartment or a hotel room may be thrilling at first. Yeah. But after a point, you will get so frustrated. You know, the constant lies and secrecy will be tougher to deal with day in and day out. You are single. He is the one with the ring on his finger. But you will be the one doing the hiding acts more. And you know what? It will get to your nerves. You'll start questioning your place in his life. In fact, this emotional affair will completely drain you. It sounds draining, so I can imagine. It will drain you. It will squeeze you out. Then you realize what you've done to yourself. No, seriously. You will miss the opportunity to meet the right man. Time is very precious. And one of the dangers of dating a married man is that you let time slip through your fingers. You will end up wasting the beautiful phase of youth, wishing for something that was never going to happen. You know, this is the most disheartening part of it. Oh my God. An affair with a married man will cost you that ring on your finger. Someone to wake with every morning or share a home with, you know. This is really frustrating. It doesn't make sense at all. Seriously. Don't look back if you really want to move on with your life. Be optimistic. As they say, regretting is only realizing your mistakes belatedly. So muster enough courage to face the realities so you won't have to regret later. The emotional dramas, you know, the married man blaming you for the affair, his wife threatening to teach you a lesson, your family and friends feeling ashamed of you. All these are the damaging consequences of dating a married man. In short, an affair with a married man is a recipe for disaster. It is a recipe for disaster. You have to be emotionally strong to say no or end the affair once and for all. And trust me, once you've created a space, someone else will show up to occupy it. You will find the one who wants you as much as you want him. You have a right to a happy and healthy relationship. Go ahead and seek it. Go ahead and seek it. This brings us to the end of this edition. I hope you enjoyed it. Many thanks for watching. I am Veronica Chukwu and I'm Victoria Chukwu. Please drop your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on IG at Vika Global and Vicky Dynamic. See you in our next video. Bye.
It's a happy day. Day I pray just to be with you. Hold my hands is a sweet, sweet day. Day I dream just to be